Today I am comparing the LUG Roadster to the LUG Hatchback 3. This was a requested video, so I am more than happy to do this comparison for you guys. And I have the Roadster completely packed up, and I want to see if everything that fits in the Roadster is also going to fit in the Hatchback 3, because it does look like this is a smaller bag than the Roadster is. So what I'm going to do today is just show you how these wear on the body first, and then I will unpack the Roadster, go over all of the compartments of both, and then see if it will all pack into the Hatchback 3. So let's get started with this review and comparison on the LUG Roadster and the Hatchback 3. So let's start off with the Roadster. Now I do have this one completely packed up, and so it's gonna look like it would if you had it packed up. So here's the front view, the side view, and then here's the back view of the Roadster. This is a really good travel bag, an everyday bag. If you need more than just your regular little essentials, this is a really good size bag. It's not overpowering and it's not real large when you have it on. So it's a really nice size, and I think even though I have it packed very full, it's not real heavy on my shoulder. So this is the Roadster, and then let me show you what the Hatchback 3 looks like. So I put some things in the Hatchback so you can see what it actually looked like, filled out a little bit than just completely flat like I did have it. So you can see this is a side view. It does have a more slim profile, even though I did pack some things in there. It still has a really nice slim look. It's not poking out at all. And then here you can see the back view. I really like the way that this looks on because it does have that streamlined look, and it's not real big and puffy like you're wearing a school backpack. So this is really nice how it looks. I really like the way that the Hatchback does look over the Roadster. It just looks a little less sporty and a little more classy. And then with this metallic, it looks really good. So this is what they look like on the body. Here's another back view of the Hatchback. And then let's just dive into the different compartments and organization and what all both of these can hold. So as you can see, the Roadster is all packed up. This is in that pretty indigo color, and the Hatchback 3 is in the metallic olive color. This has a different shade than just your regular olive. It looks a little bit lighter and brighter than your regular olive does, and it's got that shimmer that all of the metallics have. I packed the Roadster up because to me it felt like the Roadster was a little bit of a bigger bag than the Hatchback 3. So I wanted to see if packing this full, if everything was gonna fit in the Hatchback 3. So I'm just gonna empty this out, try to put it in here and see if everything will fit. So let's just go ahead and start going over the outside features of both. So both of them do have a really nice grab handle. So this is made out of like the seatbelt material, and this has that metallic material on this one. And then when you go around to the back, the backpack straps are really nice and padded. You've got the rubber grips on this Roadster, and then you also have that rubber grip on the Hatchback 3 as well. And then when you look back here, you will see that it does have what looks like a hidden compartment here, which is Velcro. So you do have the Velcro that opens back here and goes all the way down to the bottom of the bag from one side to the other, and the way you just close it is by this Velcro, and then you can kind of hide it a little bit and not see that it is actually an opening. Then it also has this magnetic felt lined area where you can put a cell phone if you want to put it right there. And then on the side right here, it does have a zipper, and this is also felt lined, so if you want to put something in here, you can do that as well. And it goes from one side to the other. So it does reach to the other side, so that's a really nice hidden pocket in there as well. So that's all of the features that you have on the back of the Hatchback. And then on the Roadster, you do have this really nice, and I don't know if you can see it or not because this is such a dark color, but you have the color variation of black on here that is in that mesh. So that's really comfortable against your back because you can pack this pretty full and you just don't want that sweat. So it's that nice breathable mesh that is on the back of this. You also have your felt line magnetic closed cell phone area above it. So those are identical in the back as far as having that cell phone area. And you do have the additional hidden pocket right here with this zipper on the Hatchback, as opposed to having this really nice breathable mesh on the back of this. So that's all the organization that's on the back of the Roadster. Now we can move along to the sides of the bag, since we've covered the back, and both of them do have side pockets. The Hatchback does have the magnetic closed sides and the Roadster does not, but it does have really nice stretchy pockets. It looks like the Roadster may stretch a little bit more than the Hatchback does, but these are magnetic and the Roadster does not have that option. Then when you go around to the front, there's some really great organization in the front as well. So you do have this zip around top on this, and you can see the lining of the metallic olive is this, I don't know, this constellation type lining on here in this yellow mustardy color. And then you also have a zip around pocket on the bottom. This is RFID protected in the bottom, so you could put a wallet if you wanted to do that in the bottom of this one. So that's what you've got on the front of the Hatchback 3. And then when we go over here to the Roadster, you do have a charm bar on this one. And then you also have this zip around pocket in the front that is felt lined. When I travel, this is a really good place to put your passports. And then you also have this nice zip around pocket in the front. Now the quilting on the Roadster is this oversized basket weave, and it's the same on the Hatchback as well. Just look at that sheen in this metallic olive. It's a really beautiful color. So what I have on the inside of this, and then once I open this up, you'll be able to see the lining of the indigo on this Roadster. So I have a full-size wallet in the front of this. So I'm just going to try to transfer it over here to this first pocket right here. And it does fit in there, and it'll be able to zip. And that's all that I have in the front pocket of this Roadster. You can see a little bit better that lining is that fern lining. In the front, you also have this key clip in the front, and then also, let me see if I can show you a little bit better. You have 2 pin slots, and then you have this cargo pocket right here. So you could put some sunglasses in here if you wanted to do that. Let me just actually see if some sunglasses would fit in there. So yes, they fit in there. They are not felt lined or anything. They're just the regular material fabrication. I don't believe it will fit with this raft. No, it won't fit in a case, but you can just slip them down in there. So that's what you got on the front of the Roadster is 2 pin slots, a key clip, and a cargo pocket in the front. Really nice deep area. And I do not see that this says this is RFID protected in the front of this one. So before we go onto the inside, I want to show you what I have packed on the sides of these. So on one of the cargo pockets, I do have one of the rafts with some sunglasses in there. And then I'm just gonna see if it'll fit in the front with this wallet and zip, and it does, it zips easily. Then on the other side of the cargo pocket, I do have a mini choo-choo. I'm gonna just see if it will fit in this top pocket right here. And it does. Now let's go on to the inside of the bag. So since the Hatchback is empty, I'm gonna go ahead and go through what's all in the inside of the Hatchback before I start transferring things over. So it does have a nice double zip. So when you open this up, you have this really nice clear view pocket on the front wall, and it goes right down to here. And underneath that, you're gonna have some cargo pockets. When you open this up, you can just kind of roll this down and see what is in this area right here. And then on the inside of this is where you have your key clip, which was in the front of the Roadster. And then you can see this lining a little bit better. And on the rest of the front wall, you do have this long, stretchy cargo pocket. And then when you turn it around to the back wall, you do have some other cargo pockets. So you have 2 cargo pockets in the back, and they are felt lined. If you wanted to put your readers in here, then you could definitely do that. And then you have your key clip right here. So that's the organization that you have on the inside of the Hatchback. And I'll just try to start emptying things into the Hatchback to see if it's going to fit, and then I will go over the organization that's on the inside of this. So again, you do have double zippers on the Roadster, and then you can see it has a really nice opening on this. So I actually have a medium size trolley in here. It's not your regular size, and it's not the mini, it's that medium size. And I'm gonna see if that will fit here in the Hatchback. So far, we're doing good, but I'm not sure. I did put a laptop in the Roadster, but I don't think a laptop will fit in the Hatchback. We shall see. And then I have a Coupe XL that was sitting vertically in this Roadster, and I'm gonna see if I can sit it vertically beside the medium trolley. And yes, that is gonna fit beside it. So that's exactly how I had it stacked in the Roadster. I had the medium trolley right here, the Coupe XL on the side of it, and then I also had a jib on the side of that. So all of those were stacked vertically in the front of this Roadster. So let me see if I can get this jib over here on the side of it and stack it like I did. Okay, so all of those are going to stack exactly like I had them in the Roadster. So that's a good start. But then I do have a laptop. Now this is a smaller size Apple. It is in the sleeve, but I'm not sure that it's gonna fit. Actually, I think I'm gonna take everything out of this and see if it fits just by itself. So this laptop is not gonna fit in the Hatchback. So I have I think it's a 13.3 inch MacBook, and I cannot get it to fit in here. Let me see if I even take it out of the sleeve. I don't think it's gonna fit either. Okay, so if I get it out of the sleeve, it will fit there in the back. But I don't like that it doesn't have a lot of padding, so it's not gonna really protect the laptop very well. But it hits right here, so you do have that much more room up above it, but it just barely fits, and it doesn't fit if you have any kind of sleeve or anything on it. So there is one difference in the hatchback to the Roadster. The Roadster fits the laptop really nicely in here without any kind of problem. And the hatchback is not gonna fit it with a sleeve. I've got these packed back in here. So everything's gonna fit except this laptop so far. What else I have in here is an iPad, and I put it back here in this cargo pocket, which I'll go over in just a moment. And let me see if it's gonna fit behind these in the hatchback. Sit in front of it. Okay, so it's fitting, but I don't know if it's gonna zip or not. So yeah, it does zip. So it does zip with an iPad, just a regular size, not the oversized iPad. So there's one more thing that I have in the Roadster, and that's a Kindle. I could probably fit that Kindle back here in the back. So the Kindle goes back here, and let's see if it'll zip. It does have a case on it. Okay, it zips with the Kindle in the back. So everything that I packed in the Roadster, as you can see, it's completely empty now, will fit in the hatchback. But I want you to kind of look how bulky it is. Like, this is way overpacked, and it's putting a little bit of strain on it to be packed this way. But it did fit everything that the Roadster did except for the laptop. So there's definitely a bigger capacity in the Roadster over the hatchback. But as you can see, the hatchback does have that more streamlined look as opposed to the more oversized look of the Roadster. But the Roadster is still not one of those really big oversized backpacks that makes you look like you're packing for a week trip in your backpack. This is a really good everyday size or a really great travel size. All right, so we'll just go ahead and start with the front wall of this one. You do have that zipper clear view pocket. It goes halfway down just like the hatchback did. Underneath that, there's not a cargo pocket though, so it's completely clean on the bottom part, no organization. So I'm really not sure why they didn't just go ahead and put it on down. I guess it makes more sense to just have it halfway down, but a cargo pocket would have been a nice addition to that to have it comparable to the hatchback. So then when you look at the back wall, you do have one stretchy cargo pocket. Now this is the cargo pocket that I actually had my iPad in. So it fits in there with the case over top of it, and it fits in there nicely. Within that is this little sleeve right here that does have slots if you wanted to put credit cards or anything like that. And let me see if this has an RFID tag in here. So I'm not seeing an RFID tag anywhere in this bag. So I'm really surprised because I thought every lug bag was RFID protected somewhere, but I'm not seeing a tag anywhere in here. But this is your organization on the inside of the Roadster. Is the cargo pocket in the back, the sleeve with slots in it, and on the front you do have your clear view pocket that goes halfway down. So that is the comparison between the Roadster and the Hatchback 3. I love both of these bags equally. The Roadster is really good for a road trip or for airplane travel because it fits in under the seat in front of you. It's a good way to be hands-free if you don't have like a rolling suitcase for your carry-on. Then this is really nice to be hands-free and have it on your back. Even though I had it packed up very heavily, it did not feel heavy on my back at all. It does have that nice mesh on the back to keep it really nice and breathable. You have this really great front pocket if you are traveling by air and you just want to throw your passport in it. That's a really good place to keep it where it's not going to get lost and you're not going to have to dig through things for it. It does have the charm bar if a lot of people like the charm bar. The Hatchback 3 does not have that charm bar. And the only drawback is it doesn't have any kind of RFID protection on it. But I do really like this Roadster backpack. Between the two, if I'm carrying a lot of things or if I'm traveling, I'm going to choose the Roadster. But if I am wanting every day out and about, the Hatchback 3 is the one that I'm going to go to because I love that streamlined look. It looks so much classier and so much better with that smaller silhouette than the Roadster does. But if I am really needing a lot of stuff and if I'm wanting to travel, I'm definitely going to go for the Roadster over the hatchback, because this Roadster is going to fit my laptop, and I do carry my laptop with me when I do travel. So that's the reason that I would go for the Roadster over the hatchback. But I do love the hatchback because it's just a great everyday backpack and just has that really nice slimline look, unless you overpack it like I did right here. So really, both of them are great options, and if I had to choose between just one of them, I would pick the Hatchback 3 over the Roadster, just because of the fact that I have a lot of travel bags, so I do have a lot in that category. But if I'm looking for more of that daytime bag, then the Hatchback 3 is the one I'm going to go more toward. But as far as the function of both of them, they are really great. They hold a lot, they look good on, they're very functional, and they have a lot of organization. It seems like the Hatchback 3 maybe has a little bit more organization on the inside, and then it has all of those little great pockets on the outside as well. So I hope you have enjoyed this review on the Roadster, comparing it to the Hatchback 3. It was a requested video, so I'm so happy to finally get this video out for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also, I would love to have you consider hitting that subscribe button. I do weekly videos on fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. I hope to see you in my next video, and until then, I hope you have a wonderful day.